Good morning, students. In the last class, I have completed Nernst equation for the electrochemical cell E cell to be calculated, or electromotive force EMF of the cell at any concentration, right? So we have given the equation. The last I would like to conclude that Nernst equation is in general electrochemical equation. Means any reaction which is having, so for example, two reactants of different number of moles and giving the products of different moles, right? Then what is the Nernst equation is to be given. Again, my Nernst equation, E cell is equals to EMF or E cell is equals to E naught cell. This is standard electromotive force which we calculated from the electrochemical series values. E cathode minus E anode, right? So this is the E naught cell minus 0.0592. Actually this came from 2.303 R gas constant T 298 Kelvin by F Faradays, 1 Faraday 9600 value. So after substituting all that value, I got this, and this is the okay. This will be the N, actually, number of electrons, because we don't know in any which reaction equation how many electrons will be transferred, right? That will be N is equals to number of electrons. Log product's concentration by reactant concentration. So product C and the number of moles I don't know. So therefore small c is indicated. It will be given as a square to that. Then D to the power D, that is number of moles. Similarly, A reactant and B reactants. Product concentration by reactant concentration. Concentration should be given in this square brackets only. Therefore, we have to represent it in square bracket. Even if you write the ions, have to represent in the square brackets, and its number of moles is given at the powers. So this is the complete Nernst equation for any reaction we can use. Please try to remember. So this is my Nernst equation completed. This Nernst equation is used to identify electromotive force of any electrochemical cell at any different concentrations of the ions taken. So the Nernst equation is equals to E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.0592 by N log product concentration by reactant concentration. It's like an equation. We have to remember that. To do problems we'll get, right? Okay. So that ends my Nernst equation. Now one more small derivation we have, that is equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. You know what is equilibrium constant? Let me recollect it again. Let me take an equation. So an example best electrochemical equation we know is your zinc solid when reacted with your copper ions are converted to zinc ions by giving 2 electrons and copper solid. Isn't it? This is electrochemical reaction. Yes, cell we have done. Its electromotive force value also you know 1.1 volt, and zinc half reduction potential also you know, copper half reduction potential you know, zinc half reduction potential is minus 0.76, whereas copper's plus 0.34 volt. Just try to remember it. That's it. Okay. So this is one example. Then how to calculate equilibrium constant? We know how to calculate equilibrium constant in our acids bases chapter we have done. Now by using Nernst equation we can calculate equilibrium constant. So how Nernst equation is helping us to calculate this equilibrium constant, let us see. First, in the cell when you have taken zinc and copper, what happens? Concentration of the zinc plus 2 ions, because this is the product, zinc plus 2 ions increases, whereas the concentration of copper plus 2 ions decreases, because copper plus 2 ions are converting into copper solid, whereas zinc is converting into zinc plus 2. But concentration I can see only with this, right? So zinc concentration is continuously increased, but whereas copper concentration is continuously decreased. But at certain time, there is, by converting this, we can see the change in our voltmeter, because voltmeter will give you deflection. The E cell we can directly read experimentally. Experimentally, the cell can be shows the how much electrode potential is happening during the time and all, right? But after some time, there attains an equilibrium. What is equilibrium? So reactant converting into product. Product also sometimes converting into reactant. That is, backward reaction also takes place. Forward reaction and backward reaction. When there is no further change in forward or backward reaction, the concentration of the zinc plus 2 and the concentration of the copper plus 2 ions will be get stabilized. No further change. Neither increasing in zinc plus 2 nor decreasing in copper plus 2 ions. Then this can be identified by no change in the EMF of the cell. Right? At this time, E cell will be 0 because concentration of the zinc will be constant and concentration of the copper is constant. It is 0, right? Then E cell will be 0 at this situation. The Nernst equation for this can be given as, so Nernst equation, let us write again. E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.0592 by 2 I am writing because I know for this reaction number of electrons are 2, and log product concentration by reactant concentration, right? This is actually Nernst equation for my above reaction, right? Nernst equation for this reaction. Then, but at equilibrium, what is happening? At equilibrium, E cell has shown 0 deflection, right? Then substitute it in the above equation. Substitute in above equation. What you will get? 0 is equals to E naught cell minus 0.0592 by 2 log zinc plus 2 ions by copper plus 2 ions. Same as it is, just I have replaced E cell with a 0. Then this is gone. Then what would be my E cell? Here, keep your E cell itself, bring all this term this side, it will become plus. Then E cell is equals to plus, it will become 0.0592 by 2 log zinc plus 2 by copper plus 2. But I know that at equilibrium, again at equilibrium, concentration of the products and the concentration of the copper is constant, which is given by the constant Kc. Did you remember this? Again, this we have discussed in previous chapters. Kc is called equilibrium constant. Q is called reaction coefficient. It will change, but it is constant, right? Therefore, substitute again this Kc in above equation. Then what you will get? Just in place of this, you will get. So, sorry, this will be E naught cell, right? Because E naught cell is equals to 0.0592 by 2 log Kc, right? Here, same have been just replaced zinc plus 2 by copper plus 2 by Kc because it is known as equilibrium constant. Then, in general, how to give? Actually, this is 2 is for this equation, but I want to give for another equation. Therefore, what is this 2? This 2 is nothing but number of electrons involved in this equation. But in another equation, different number of electrons will be involved. Therefore, at that time, my E naught cell will be is equals to 0.0592 by N I should write log Kc. Then from this, actually this is my relation between equilibrium constant to cell constant. But if you want equilibrium constant only, log Kc. If I want log Kc, then what it will become? E naught cell will be here into n will go up by this will come down 0.0592. So this is equilibrium constant value. That means if any problem is coming regarding this to calculate the equilibrium constant, you have to use log Kc is equals to E naught cell into n by 0.0592. Right? So this is about equilibrium constant equation we have derived from the Nernst equation. Okay. Now we move to the electrochemical cell and Gibbs free energy relation. That is relationship between the Gibbs free energy and our electrochemical cell. Okay. Where you have heard about Gibbs free energy in your previous year thermodynamics chapter, you might have heard about Gibbs free energy, because this will decide whether the reaction is spontaneous or non-spontaneous. Right? Entropy, enthalpy, Gibbs free energy you have learnt. So Gibbs free energy, if it is negative, then the reaction is said to be spontaneous reaction. Right? So in every reaction, energy is released, actually we say that minus symbol indicates the releasing. Right? Okay. So what's the relation between this Gibbs free energy to our electrochemical cell? So if a cell reaction takes place, energy is produced. That is what in the form of current we are saying, EMF. So it is produced, and with the decrease in the Gibbs free energy, when energy is produced, we say that Gibbs free energy is decreased for the system. System you have heard again in thermodynamics. System is that particular reaction, that particular condition what we are calling. So here the electrochemical cell. So the cell in which electricity is generated, that is electrochemical cell, in that my energy is released is in relation with decrease in Gibbs free energy of that electrochemical cell reaction. That is, I can give decrease in free energy is equals to quantity of the current produced in the cell. EMF of the cell has produced some current, E cell, so that will be equal to my decrease in free energy of that, because that is a reaction. Please, you have to correlate. Here this is a physical chemistry reaction. You have to imagine the energy, pressure, volume, etc. Because normally in organic reactions we don't need to imagine, everything will be in the equation. Carbon is moving there, hydrogen is coming, everything will be in the form of equation. You no need to imagine there. But here, in this such type of concepts, you have to imagine the system or what we are talking there. So I am saying that here first statement, second statement is both same. Just I have written equation. The amount of decrease in free energy is equals to the amount of power generated. Power is nothing but energy. Again, or quantity of energy, current is generated in my EMF of the cell. Right? This part just now we have completed. We know it. This we are just collecting it, because we are under the correlation connection between Gibbs free energy and our electrochemical cell. Right? Okay. Then, if 1 mole of electrons produces 1 farad of electricity. This is Faraday's law. Just remember, as it is not there for you. But remember this statement, 1 mole of electrons will produce 1 Faraday of electricity. 1 Faraday means 96,500 coulombs we have given, right? That one only. So, if one mole of electron produces 1 Faraday, 1 mole here, 1 mole of electron produced 1 Faraday electricity, then n moles of electrons produces n Faradays of electricity. The simple correlation. Then at that time, electric work done will be is equals to NFE cell. That is how much work done in that electrochemical cell. That W can be represented NFE cell. But work done is equals to my decrease in Gibbs free energy, because that much amount of work done means that much amount of energy is decreased. Free energy, Gibbs free energy has been decreased in that system. Therefore, decrease in free energy can be given as is equals to work done of that system. Therefore, my delta G of the reaction, because that small r indicates the reaction, is equals to minus NFE of the cell. Decrease in energy we are saying. This minus symbol just indicates the decrease in free energy. Instead of writing minus delta G, we wrote how much work done is given, that decrease in energy, because this is in the form of energy we wrote, right? Then we know that here, okay, E cell at standard conditions. What are the standard conditions? At standard conditions, we can write, that means 1 molar concentration and 298 Kelvin. At that time, delta G R naught I have to write. Standard condition means superscript 0 I have to write, minus NF E naught of the cell, right? But we know what is E naught. E naught is equal to 2.303 RT by N F log Kc, or else we can also substitute this as 0.059. Doesn't matter. According to your problem, you can substitute that equation. Instead of 2.303 RT by F, substitute R, substitute T, substitute F, you will get 0.059 by N. Okay. Okay. Now, substituting this in this equation, substitute E is not cell in the above equation. What you will get? Delta G naught R is equals to minus NF E naught cell. Instead of that, I can write this 2.303 RT by NF log Kc, right? Just I have substituted my E naught cell with this equation, right? Now look at this. This NF gets cancelled. Then what is remain here? Delta G is equals to, that means write here again, delta G naught R, or no need to write R because it is about reaction only we are talking. Delta G naught is equals to 2.303 RT by N log Kc I can write, right? This is one equation I can write, or I can substitute my R value, substituting R T at 298 Kelvin and no, here no N, right? Yeah, both gets cancelled. Therefore, you will get only 2.303 log Kc. Short equation you got, because N cancelled, NF have got cancelled. 2.303 RT. 2.303 RT. So no need to substitute your Faradays and all. Okay, we'll end up with this equation 2.303 RT log Kc. That's it. Right? So we have completed Nernst equation. From that Nernst equation, relation between Nernst equation and equilibrium constant, and Nernst equation, that is electrochemical cell, and Gibbs free energy. 3 derivations we have completed.